Hey everybody, it's me again. I hope you're all doing well. I am actually just getting over a weird summer cold. I'm in kind of a bipolar mood because one, I got to spend the afternoon with my boyfriend again, and we also ended up watching this emotional roller coaster that is the new season of Orange is the New Black, and I just had to leave off on a very sad episode, so I'm just kind of like like happy, but I'm also like slightly depressed and in mourning over a fictional character. Anyway, no spoilers here. Today I'm bringing you another Rupauls Drag Race Allstars video. I figured I'd just kind of get the ball rolling on this one so we can get more excited for the upcoming season. Today I have for you, as you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be the top 5 things I hope will happen on Allstars. Season 2. Okay, so I'm known to ramble on here, and so I don't ramble on too much. I actually had to make a memo in my phone and make the top 5 list and make it so I don't just go off on about every little thing that I hope will happen or will not happen on this season. So I'm just going to get into it now. Most of these are not in any particular order. It's just basically the top 5 that I can narrow down. I also based this list off of a small little poll thing I did on my Instagram and Twitter, my Facebook, hearing what my friends and of what you guys have said. So thank you to anyone who has actually replied to me. Tom, Aaron, I forget everyone's name, sorry, but I know a lot of you actually replied. Number 5, Snatch Game. This was one that quite a few people mentioned, and I didn't really think about until after the fact. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot they didn't do Snatch Game on Allstars. They did the Gaff Off, or Gaff In? I forgot what it was, but it was like the Laugh In, or whatever. You have the joke wall, and then like the... You know what I'm talking about, right? If you watched RuPaul's Christmas special in like 1993, a lot of the in-between parts were the joke wall of the door opening the windows, and all the comedians and the drag queens saying really funny jokes that I thought was really interesting. The Snatch Game is just obviously one of those episodes that we're all going to look forward to no matter what it is, whether it be bad or good, even though people every season are like, this is the worst Snatch Game ever. There's always parts of it that are good and stand out. That's when they end up winning. So I think that with Allstars, they should be able to find, by that time in their careers, their go-to character. If you watch RuPaul's Drag Race Battle of the Seasons tour, you should know that they do the live version of the Snatch Game with Michelle Visage. The Allstars should at least have a certain character that they can do. They should expect some kind of celebrity impersonation to be wound up into that big ball of things that they're expected to have done by now. I mean, I'm looking at it, some of the cast members who were on past seasons who are on this season of Allstars, Lisa Edwards, Kokomon Trees, Detox, if you want to judge by their season of their Snatch Game, they didn't do so well. Phoebe didn't do that bad. It's just, I don't know if they've gone in that direction with their drag anyway that would require doing celebrity impersonation in a comedic way. I know that Coco does a really good Janet Jackson. I'm really interested to see what Alyssa Edwards would do. For all I know that she can turn something out of her ass and just be like hilarious. I just think that Snatch Game is a staple part of Drag Race that should be incorporated into Allstars as well. Number 4, I would really like to see an actual reunion after Allstars Season 2. I think that the fact that Allstars 1 was pre-recorded, it was kind of like basically how Season 1 and 2 were Drag Race, where it was all done and just done months ago. But I really think that some of the drama in Allstars 1 was really juicy, and I think that it would be really cool if they had kind of a comeback and just discuss things that had happened. I kind of miss the way reunions used to be on Drag Race anyway. I think that since Season 4, they've kind of lost the whole dramatic purpose of a reunion, where it's kind of like, not only is it the crowning of the winner, but it's also a chance to rehash all the drama that was left behind in past seasons, which Season 2, 3, well, even Season 1, 2, 3, and 4 kind of touched on, but then since then they've always been like, so what have you been doing this year? I have a new album, and and it's like, as a TV viewer, I kind of want to see that drama, even if it's scripted or whatever, even if it's plugged in there. If you're not going to follow through with the storyline you're giving us, it's kind of boring in that way. It's kind of like, well, that was no point. Whatever, I'm okay having a closed set, pre-recorded reunion, I don't even care, but I just think that it'd be cool to have all of them talking about what had happened during the show and just do how they used to do it. Number 3, this is another one where I don't think will actually happen, but I just really wish it would, is to have a proper Untucked. I know that during season 1 of All Stars, they were still doing the whole TV Untucked, which I'm pretty sure they won't go back to, even though I hope they would, but I'm not holding my breath for it. I just wish that they go back into the messages from home, giving the viewers kind of something to relate to the contestants on an emotional level. Like, I know that some of the most interesting and deep episodes of Untucked came from All-Stars season 1, like when Chad got his dad's message and everyone was talking about their relationship with their fathers and all these things. Like, I think that with that missing from Untucked lately, it's just been kind of lacking the heart involved with Drag Race, where you don't really get the background of each character, even though a lot of people think that's kind of exploitative of their past or their family life or their, personal lives. I just think that there's been a lack of people identifying with contestants of Drag Race and stuff like that, because they didn't really show much of their personal selves either on the episode or on Untucked. Because this past season of Untucked, even though it was entertaining, although it was just basically it was just kind of them just talking about their feet or what they're doing, and I only remember seeing like 2 or 3 video messages that were meaningful. And again, I think that Drag Race has lost quite a bit of its TV spark by not having the Untucked drama involved, especially when there was a very dramatic season, kind of like season 5, where stuff would happen during the episode and you're like, oh, I can't wait to find out what happens during Untucked, because that something happened in that back room during this and this and that. And when it comes down to Untucked now, it's kind of like, oh, I wonder what they're doing in the back room. It's kind of more like you're more interested in what's happening on stage, not so much off stage, because they do so much that they don't show. But we'll see. Number 2, a surprise cast member, maybe? This one's kind of random. Wouldn't be surprised if they added one more person onto the cast, or maybe 2 people, just to kind of give it more of a, surprise, this is new, and we're doing something different this time. Even though they're used to doing that, I don't think they've done it in a long time. Kind of like a Shangela in a box situation or something like that. Yeah, there's not much of a deep explanation for this. I just want to see more people on there, really. Even though I had my choices for who I would have liked to have on All-Stars 2, some of them I'm like, well, maybe they could be on, just added in there randomly, or, just popped in there. Like, I don't think they're going to have the extra amount of episodes to film, or they filmed it already, but I don't think they filmed that many episodes because it would, cost more, and they didn't want to, do too many. So I think that, one, they're not going to have someone come back unless, there's a double elimination, but I don't see them happening on that season. I mean, it's happened already a few times. So we'll see, but to keep, the excitement going, they should have someone either from way back when, or someone from just this past season that go on to kind of be like, oh, I didn't know that was happening. Number 1, this one is kind of obvious, and I'm pretty sure this was confirmed already. I don't read Reddit, I don't read these spoiler things, I don't look things up online because I like to watch TV as it happens. I don't really give a fuck if you know what happens, and I don't care if you know who wins or loses or what goes home when or what happens. You're not special. So if you know spoilers, that's cool, but it's not going to make you any better or worse than anybody if you're going to post them, or you're not special because you know someone who knows someone in the show that works at World of Wonder, who knows people that knows who goes home on what day. So sorry if someone gives you that idea that you are worth more for that, but you're not. Number 1 thing that most people, this was the number 1 thing that everyone said when I asked them, they hope won't happen. I'm pretty sure won't happen, it's probably already confirmed. No teams. And I'm pretty sure, without a doubt, that they're not going to have teams. But I mean, I've been wrong before, but I'm pretty sure after the whole chaos that was season 1 of All-Stars, when they just threw those teams in there, the season just killed itself. I mean, I know they had a limited amount of episodes to film. It changed the whole spectrum of the race, and it shifted so many things about what could have happened and what could have been more, and it kind of just cut the legs off of it and like, oh, you're in pairs now. I'm sure even the contestants felt that way when they went on there, but I don't know anyone in the world that liked the idea of teams for the whole competition, at least. I know they do teams, here and there, but not for an entire season. It was kind of like, why even bother doing that kind of show if you're going to dumb it down that much and then just take 2 away at each time? I mean, I would like to think that they learned from their mistake, but who knows? I cross my fingers it didn't happen. Again, if you know that they do or not, if you looked up on certain spoiler websites or something that you know what happens, I don't care. I like to have things to look forward to. I don't have any satisfaction of knowing things before they actually happen on TV. It's not that fun. So that's my top 5 list. Well, mine and a few of my friends from Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you have one thing, or 2, or 3, or 5 things that you would like to see or not see on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 2, leave them in the comment below. If you like what you saw, subscribe to my channel, and share it, tweet it, do whatever you want. Say hi to me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. I hope you guys are having a good summer. It's fucking hot. As you can see, I'm sweating here. I don't have AC in my house. And let me know what kind of videos you want me to do next. I'm thinking about doing my makeup series still, don't worry. If you want to see more Drag Race stuff, the drag related things, let me know and I'll get on that for you. If I don't see you soon, happy 4th of July, be safe, I love you, and goodbye.